bro put Burrow over Herbert last week because Burrow's in the Super Bowl, but now we can't put Stafford over Kirk or whoever.
Whoa.
No, we can't put Stafford in the elite
You could
tier.
put Stafford over Kirk.
Burrow's elite.
No, we're saying the elite tier.
Burrow's elite.
I think Burrow's elite.
So, but Stafford isn't. It's kind of
Burrow's
crazy
better than
to
Stafford
me.
in my opinion. Okay. The elite quarterbacks, at least in my opinion. Let me just give my elite quarterbacks.
Okay,
Damn.
go.
The elite quarterbacks, in my opinion, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Deshaun Watson, and
Aaron Rodgers.
I'm forgetting Aaron Rodgers.
Russell Wilson.
Aaron Rodgers.
You said Russell?
Russell wasn't because of the down. I know he's capable of being elite. There's no doubt.
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow was right there. I will say this. Joe Burrow was right there. Like, he's right there. And I know I put him over Herbert last week, but I
put him over Russ too.
I was more saying that Burrow, I would take him over those guys. Like, I would put Burrow over Russ right now. So let me start this back.
Okay.
The elite quarterbacks, in my opinion, are Mahomes, Rodgers, Allen, Herbert, Burrow, and I think those are the elite ones.
So Lamar is an elite. Kyler is an elite. Stafford is an elite.
I think they're great quarterbacks. I don't know if I'd put them in elite.
That's bonkies.
I don't put them in that top 5. I think that top 5 is reserved.
Were you putting Lamar after his MVP season as elite?
Yes.
Okay, but
But
Burrow
he
had
had
one great season too.
He's in the Super Bowl.
I understand that.
Lamar Jackson
It's a team sport, bro.
Lamar Jackson lost as the favorite when they went 14-2 with a better roster.
We still had him as elite, regardless that he lost.
If Lamar Jackson had a similar season this past year to his MVP seasons, or even his third year, I would have put him in elite tier. He had 16 touchdowns to 13 picks. Those are not elite quarterback numbers, whichever way you slice it. Whether he has an elite quarterback season next year, I don't know. If he does, I'll put him in that tier again. But off this season, no way you can put him there. No way. I don't think so.
People were killing us in the comments because we didn't mention Lamar in our young QB TikTok.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I don't have Lamar as a top 5 quarterback right now, but I just don't think if Lamar was elite after his MVP season and now like all of a sudden he's off, I don't know if like one season of Burrow's.
So the tiers, those are the elite ones. The great quarterbacks is Russ, Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Matthew Stafford, and then
Derek Carr. You're not throwing him in that category?
I am not. Then
Dak Prescott's not in that category?
No, because this is the thing. This is the thing.
Can't.
The great most of the time, but have those moments tier of quarterbacks, like those bad moments tier.
Everyone has bad moments.
But not like
Burrow's had bad moments this year.
Mahomes just choked an 18-point lead.
Yes, but those are few and far between.
I mean, Burrow hasn't been spectacular this postseason. We talked about it last week.
Wait, so you think Matthew Stafford is in that tier with those Herberts? And
he's elite. Matthew Stafford's elite.
Wait, so you think elite means he's on like the Mahomes tier? You think he's on the Mahomes tier? Mahomes Allen tier?
Well, you're putting Burrow in the Mahomes tier too.
He has the it factor, man.
So does Dak.
Not like Burrow. Not like Burrow. Not like Burrow.
Recency bias.
No, strong. And I don't.
Burrow's a dog. Though. Don't get me wrong.
I don't like Kyler being left out either.
Burrow's a dog
because Kyler's team just completely lost steam, and it wasn't his fault.
Bro,
he's also got hurt 2 years in a row.
Joe Burrow on Instagram said Cartier glasses. I won't even
because he has swag has nothing to do with his skill on the field.
But that's going to take into account.
Super Bowl though. Like,
that's going to take into account. Like, people are going to
yes, I get it. But like, listen, do I think that Joe Burrow is elite? Yes. But I also do believe Matthew Stafford's elite. To leave him out of that category is rude.
I have Stafford and Burrow in the same tier. I don't think you could put either of them in the tier with the Rodgers, Allen.
So let me ask you, Drew.
Not even Herbert.
Okay, for the sake of the argument, I'll leave Burrow out of this. I'll even leave Herbert out of this because we still have to wait and see if he proves something in the playoffs. The elite tier is Mahomes.
He's cornering me into asking or saying that is Mahomes on Josh Allen and Mahomes' level.
Actually, let me ask you. Let me ask you this then: which quarterbacks are in the elite tier to you?
Me personally, Mahomes, Josh Allen, Herbert, Rodgers for sure. I would most definitely put Kyler as elite. Stafford.
I have a smaller list than you guys.
So you have Kyler over Burrow?
No. I said Burrow. All right, let me say him again. And if I'm missing someone, you let me know. Mahomes, Rodgers, Herbert, Josh Allen, Burrow, Stafford, Kyler Murray.
I personally just don't think Stafford belongs in that elite tier.
I think you guys have really large elite tiers. I think there's a gap between Mahomes, Allen, Rodgers, and then that next tier of Burrows, Herbert, Stafford.
They were calling Joe Flacco elite. Elite.
Come on.
But we're talking top 3-5 quarter. I'm talking more top. Who's the top 3 to 5 guys?
We know anybody that said that was ridiculous.
Yes,
it is nuts.
But there's a lot of quarterback talent in the league.
There is, but I think those 3 separate themselves. Allen, Mahomes, and Rodgers. They're on a different level than Herbert.
Is that necessarily
Stafford.
True?
Josh Allen is on a different level than Matthew Stafford.
Okay, yes, I understand, but is there a significant drop off from those 3 guys and Herbie? Is there a significant drop off from those guys and Burrow?
There's a drop off.
Is it significant?
No, because Herbert has all the talent in the world.
Is there a significant drop off from those guys and Staffy? No.
Yes.
No. Yes. You can't say that after year 1 he moves from Detroit to the Rams and his team's in the Super Bowl.
Bro.
And if that was the case, listen, Rodgers is elite, yes. I'm not saying that Rodgers isn't elite. He shouldn't have beat the Niners?
He should have. For sure.
Special teams lost the game.
Bro.
He put up 10 points.
No, they did nothing.
Inexcusable.
I have a smaller elite tier than you.
Let me hear your elite tier. My elite tier.
My elite tier is 3 players. It's Allen, Mahomes, and Rodgers. Because there's a drop off. It's not significant, but
Deshaun's elite. Deshaun's elite also. We have to say that, but he's not playing football.
Yes, Herbert next season could 100% be in there and be number 4 and be right there with those guys. But right now, there's a drop off between those top 3 and the rest of the league.
I actually agree with what you're saying. The next tier for me would be Burrow, Herbert. I can't put Stafford there.
That just makes no sense.
Stafford's in that tier.
I can't put Stafford there.
Stafford's in that tier.
Explain it to me why. No, I need to logic.
I'll explain this to you first. The argument that you're using that Stafford went to this Rams team and brought them to the Super Bowl in his first year.
I'll use actual facts. His arm is elite.
Yeah.
His throw power is elite.
The reason why
what more do I want from a quarterback?
Okay, listen. The reason why I don't value that argument is because we saw Sean McVay make the Super Bowl with Jared Goff.
And he scored 3 points.
Hold up. But that was an amazing performance by Brian Flores and his defense. Let's give him some credit.
It's New England.
This is what I'm going to say to that. We already knew the Rams roster was stacked. They just needed a marginal upgrade at quarterback to make it to this point.
They went a huge
He's been their best player.
No, Aaron Donald's been their best player.
Aaron Donald only instilled his real dominance in that game the last 3 drives.
Aaron Donald is their best player.
He's their best player.
He's the best player in the NFL.
Who's been playing like their best player in this postseason?
Aaron Donald.
No,
Stafford's
been their best player.
He's 300 yards and at least 2 touchdowns.
Who won them the game against the Bucs? Any other answer outside of Matthew Stafford's wildly incorrect.
He had the game-winning drive. Did that defense not hold the Bucs in the entire first half and shut them out?
In the first half, Stafford had an unbelievable first half.
Stafford overcame 4 fumbles.
Against the Niners, Stafford 3 drives in a row, putting points on the board. Game-winning drive.
I can't deny that Matthew Stafford has been great.
He's been their best player.
This is the argument we can make also for the 49ers. They made the NFC Championship with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jimmy wasn't their best player. Matthew Stafford's been their clear-cut best player.
I understand that. If you just give Kyle Shanahan Kirk Cousins, he makes the Super Bowl. He just needs that quarterback. So it's not like Stafford went to. It's not like Stafford
did not play bad in the NFC Championship game. I don't believe so.
He had like 4 or 5 plays that could have been interceptions.
At the very end of the game, no doubt.
He played
in the
bad.
last 3 drives specifically.
The last drive was abysmal.
Because the pressure was crazy. Aaron Donald instilled his will. Von Miller instilled his will. Leonard Floyd. And they were
that's what happens
dominant.
When the defense knows you have to pass.
For sure. But he was passing basically the entire game. He had a really solid game until the fourth quarter.
Garoppolo did not play well, bro.
He not have a bad.
He didn't
the fourth
play well.
quarter.
He was bad. He was bad overall. Bro, I could send you a thread that has 5 plays that could have been interceptions.
I believe you, and I would believe you.
5 turnover-worthy plays is crazy.
It was at the end of the game, and the pressure was a lot. The pressure
it was just not the last drive. That last drive was where he stood out and looked just completely lost as a quarterback.
Yes, but how much time did he have in the pocket? Almost none. Almost none. Again, I don't believe in the grand scheme of things of the NFC game, Yes, Garoppolo did not play a stellar game. Did he play? He had a bad fourth quarter.
Look, we are insanely off topic right now. We've been arguing about quarterbacks. You think Stafford's in that tier?
I think so.
And I'm whatever. I'm not gonna argue it. I just think that
we did get off topic. Sorry.
We've seen that the Rams are just a quarterback away from making it this far. Stafford was the missing piece, but I don't think he was the nucleus of it. Like, the team was already built for a quarterback to be slotted right in, and this was the expectation. What Stafford is doing is not surprising because
minimizing it.
But this was the expectation.
But you're minimizing what he's doing.
Getting to a Super Bowl, even though it is the expectation, you still have to praise it.
Because
every team wants to go to the Super Bowl.
I am praising it, but after they made the move for Von Miller,
you said this is expected.
It is expected. They were favorites,
bro. But there's 10 teams or 7 teams who are expected to go to the Super Bowl.
They were not.
Once they got Von Miller, we kind of were like,
who's
okay.
we? You fell off. You said it was the biggest mistake of your NFL career
because I couldn't trust Stafford. And that's it.
And this is why this argument right now, I just not buying any of it.
Stafford, to me, does not belong in that tier with the Mahomes, Allen, Watson.
He wins this
Rodgers.
Super Bowl. He's first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm on that note. How can you be a first ballot Hall of Famer and not be elite?
He'll have all the numbers and the ball.
It's that simple to me. He was elite at one point in time.
You serious?
At one point in time, Eli Manning wasn't elite.
He had elite postseason runs.
Yeah, was he ever a top
career,
3?
He was never a top 5 quarterback in the NFL.
That's the argument against Eli, because postseason's different.
No, he never.
Because postseason, yes, he went on some crazy runs and obviously beat arguably the best team of all time in New England. But it is hard to say if he was ever a top 5 quarterback, even in his prime.
He almost threw for 5,000 yards one season.
You know, at that point, he was in a league with Brady, Peyton, Breeze, Big Ben, Phillip Rivers,
you couldn't
Aaron
argue
Rodgers.
That he was better than Phillip Rivers?
Aaron Rodgers, I didn't even mention him.
And this was 2011 that he threw for 5,000 yards.
2011.
So the year that he won the Super Bowl, almost threw for 5,000 yards, he wasn't a top 5 quarterback?
Wait, hold on.
I was saying maybe he had a year.
Hold on. That year, 2011, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. I think he might have been hurt that year, but whatever. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Ben Roethlisberger, Breeze. That's 5 right there.
Big Ben, you could argue that he was better than him.
But he
had a better year.
Yes, you could point out one year and Eli putting up better numbers. But I think if you were
Super Bowl,
yes. But I think if you were in the moments and we're picking quarterbacks, I think you're taking that list over Eli.
My only point is Eli was elite at one point or another. Is that fair to say? Yes.
That 2011 season.
Come on.
We put Eli there because of his postseason runs. That's why. I'm not arguing with you that Matthew Stafford, if he wins, he's going to be in the Hall of Famer. I think he should be a Hall of Famer regardless. I
agree.
The Hall of Fame is just too predicated on winning because Matt Ryan might not get in, and even he has a Hall of Fame resume.
Matt Ryan.
It's just a fact. I think he's one of the more underappreciated quarterbacks in the NFL.
Him into that tier with Dak and everyone else.
He is there. Y'all are so disrespectful to my guy, bro. I swear.
Matt Ryan's good, bro. But
okay, but this is what I'm saying is that just because Matthew Stafford's a first ballot Hall of Famer doesn't mean that if he wins this, doesn't mean that he's in that elite tier, bro. Like, I think between Josh Allen, Mahomes, and Rodgers,
throw Burrow in there before him.
Burrow's in his second season and he's led a team to the Super Bowl. Like,
and
come
in
on,
his first year in a new situation, bro, he threw for 41 touchdowns, number 2 in the league.
Bro, Burrow's doing something that nobody's ever done before. No other quarterback has done this.
Okay, I understand, but can we wait one more season before we're leapfrogging him over Matthew Stafford, who has an entire laundry list of seasons with unbelievable stats, and so now in his first year with a real team, he's a Super Bowl.
Hold on. So I can't put Joe Burrow over Matthew Stafford? You draw the line at Matthew Stafford? Why can't I put Burrow over Matthew Stafford?
Say it that egregiously, like I just spit in your face.
Because the Bengals came into the season with 150-1 odds.
Now, question: it's all because of Joe Burrow that they went to the Super Bowl?
It's not all because of it, but the
defense hasn't been unbelievable.
Yeah, the defense has been unbelievable for the Rams too. But Joe Burrow is the biggest reason for the Bengals,
and Matthew Stafford is the biggest reason the Rams are in the Super Bowl. It's that simple.
Quarterbacks are normally always, you know what I'm saying? Outside of very few years,
there's always been a quarterback. The defense is the reason The Bengals beat the Chiefs. Simple. Joe Burrow he had a solid game, no doubt. He had
a great game.
The Bengals.
Wait. He had a solid game?
He had a great game.
Did he not have a great game?
This guy in semantics, it's annoying.
But Burrow hasn't had a game like Stafford in the playoffs.
No way. The game against the Bucs is
and he played great
best performance of the postseason.
Here's why I put Burrow over Stafford. This guy came off
because he wears Cartier glasses. His nickname is cool. That's really it.
No, it's not, bro. Stop minimizing him. He came off tearing his whole freaking knee up.
And Matthew Stafford's been injured his entire NFL career.
He's been hurt this season, too.
He's never had this knee injury that Burrow has. I'm not.
He had back injuries.
Can I just talk about Burrow? Stop mentioning Stafford every single damn second, bro.
Y'all are going back and forth with Stafford and Burrow.
I'm just saying. Let me finish my point. Burrow tore his knee up. Came back earlier than expected, was not even himself until midseason. You could visibly see he wasn't moving as smoothly as he once did because the knee was still bothering him. Under one of the worst offensive lines in football, yes, he has a great receiving core. Nobody expected this from the Bengals. None of us here. We all thought they would finish last, and Burrow has got them to the Super Bowl. Yes, he is not the only reason they're there. Yes, football is a team game. Yes, the defense has a huge part in it. The receivers too. But ultimately, they don't get this far if they don't have a great to elite quarterback that is managing the game.
So Kirk Cousins, can he do what Joe Burrow did?
No, he can't. He can't do it. The Bengals' offensive line has gotten worse every single game. Versus the Chiefs, the sack numbers don't show up, but the pressures were more than the Titans game, and Burrow has managed to win. Versus the Titans, took 9 sacks and won.
He should have lost.
One of only 2 quarterbacks in NFL history to do that.
That was the defense, though,
should have lost.
Like, they got 3 interceptions.
Bro, we can say that all we want. If we want to nitpick, okay.
I'm not nitpicking.
When we're talking elite quarterbacks, I'm okay with nitpicking because we're talking about the best of the best.
Because look, we're nitpicking scenarios that the guys cannot control, bro. Burrow cannot control that his defense got an interception against Mahomes and it put him in good field position. He can't control that. What he can control is Tannehill throwing an interception and then him throwing a dime to Jamar Chase to put McPherson in field goal range so he can win the game. That's what he can control.
Jamar was wide open. It was a good throw, sure. It was wide open. Matthew Stafford makes that pass too.
I'm not saying he doesn't.
Are you guys in agreement that they're in the same tier, Stafford and Burrow?
I think Burrow's better.
Okay, but let's just talk about tiers. Let's not say he's the fifth or sixth best.
I think Burrow's in the elite tier, bro. I'll be honest. I do.
And you think Stafford's a tier below?
Yes.
That's ludicrous.
I don't know how you could do that.
He's different.
Because Stafford's been great for years. He just hasn't been winning because he was on a bad team. And I understand the Bengals have been historically bad, but it's a great roster.
We use that. Okay, yeah. We'll finish up. We'll wrap up after this. Historically, Stafford has been.
That's what happens.
Historically, Stafford has been on the worst franchise in the NFL in the Lions.
Yeah.
Before Joe Burrow got to the Bengals, we can argue the Bengals were a top 5 worst franchise in the NFL.
100%.
Burrow has completely turned them around.
Now, it's different, though, because the Bengals at least had years in the past with, like, Carson Palmer's and even Andy Dalton. They were respectable. They were not getting the number 1 pick every year. The Lions were getting top 5 picks every year.
I understand that. But the narrative when Joe Burrow was getting drafted to Cincinnati was that his career would be wasted.
Yeah.
And in his second season, they are in the Super Bowl.
Lions haven't even made the Super Bowl ever. Bengals at least went to 1. It's like, yes.
They went to 2.
Bengals
lost to the 49ers twice, yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
All I'm saying, let's just stop acting like Burrow got drafted into a situation that wasn't as equally as bad as Stafford did when he got drafted to Detroit, bro. Like, come on.
Equally?
I mean, year 1, I guess, but
yeah.
he played 7-8 games. And year 2, he's got Jamar, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Joe Mixon.
Bro, I mean, he had all those guys he had out. I mean, last year the defense wasn't bad either in Burrow's rookie season. He had all those same guys outside of Jamar Chase.
Yeah, a top 7 receiver.
I know.
In the league.
Jamar Chase
get drafted the year that they went 0-16? Defeated. They went
defeated. Yeah,
Burrow's rookie season, every single game outside of the games he played against the Steelers and Ravens were 1-score games. All of the games he lost. So even in that significantly worse roster, every game was he had them in it. Like, look, you can put Stafford. Like, I feel like you're putting Stafford over Burrow because he has like the 10 plus years of doing this. I guess
I've been nothing but consistent saying to you, Stafford is that guy.
I know Stafford's a great quarterback. I am just under the assumption that if I were to ask Sean McVay, who do you want as your quarterback, Burrow or Stafford? He would go Burrow.
That's different.
Not even as a question of who do you want for the next 5 years. Just like, who do you want now? Who do you want now?
He's taking Matthew Stafford.
This is a weird hypothetical.
Yeah, such a weird hypothetical.
I mean, that's how we could really measure who's better, though. Like, who do you want?
Let's hit up Sean McVay.
Pick a basketball. Who do you want? 1 or 2? So whatever. But to just wrap up on the Vikings.
That's just how we go, man. That's just we go from we're talking
about.
We're
2 topics an hour deep.
O'Connell head coach to.
We try to make these shows short. We're trying to attempt to, but it's just freaking hard. To wrap up the Vikings thing, though. They just have to get a better defense. I think they should target Sauce Gardner or Derek Stingley. I think to, solidify that cornerback group. Kirk Cousins, when opponents are held to 17 points or fewer, he has a 28-3 record. So basically, if the Vikings have a top 5 defense, he has a 28-3 record.
I was gonna say, if you're giving up 17 points a game, you're the best defense in the league.
No, actually, statistically, that'll be the 5th.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I feel like first this year was like 19 or something.
I'm interested to listen to this back to hear how we got from Vikings head coach sighting to Matthew Stafford.
Because I said Kirk Cousins is just as good as Stafford.
No, because you said Kirk Cousins is just as good as Dak. And then Dak went on to us naming the great quarterbacks. Yeah. Facts. If
you have 17 points a game, you had the best defense this year. It's the Bills, so I don't know if they count. You would have the best defense last year. You would have the best, 4th in 2019, New England lit up 14 points a game.
Jesus.
But yeah, I mean, it's an interesting stat, but it's like...
I'm interested to see the people's reaction to how they view Stafford. Because...
You're the only one that is as down on Stafford as I've ever heard in my life.
I just feel like you're higher than him.
Do you still not trust Stafford?
I don't question him.
This
guy and his semantics is disgusting.
I don't question... Look.
You don't trust him.
I really don't still all the way.
Jesus.
Bro, you said it against San Fran. You didn't trust him. He came in 3 straight drives, won the game. You said it against the Bucks.
Bro.
He blew a 27-3. The team blew a 27-3 lead, and with 30 seconds, he led them down the field and put them in a game-winning situation. Against the Cardinals, he absolutely dominated.
The team dominated as a whole. Like, Stafford didn't even do anything to the Cardinals they were just running all over them.
Dude, he had almost like a perfect stat line.
Yeah, because like every single throw was freaking open as hell.
Oh yeah, that's on him, right?
It's not on him, but I mean the degree of difficulty in that game was nothing. The Cardinals in that game just got dominated. The Bucks, he was flat out amazing.
And against the Niners,
he gift wrapped Jaquiski Tartt an interception.
And what happened
in the 4th? He dropped it.
So it was an incompletion.
Okay, yes, but looking at the game. The shit that I've been telling y'all all season long is that Stafford will make a throw in the 4th quarter that's boneheaded as fuck.
He has 1 interception in the 4th quarter. I think 2, actually. Excuse me.
Okay, well, historically. It's
different when you're pressing, when you're used to being like, I have to do it or else it's not going to happen.
Historically, I see him make those plays. And in the Niners game.
You hope he loses, brother.
Look, I don't care if he wins, bro.
I'm sure.
Would I rather my guy Burrow win? Absolutely.
Pulls out the cards.
I want to see the look on your faces if that happens. Because
I'm sure you do.
I know.
I'm sure
because I'm becoming ecstatic.
I know.
We're gonna give our prediction on the Super Bowl later on. I will say I am hesitant to make a pick just because I don't want to jinx this team. I might jinx your team. I'm the jinxer right now, and I really have the power in my hands. So you better hope I have a change of heart.
Listen, man, either way, it ain't going to change the outcome.